Hey guys, you're about to hear our first episode. We had hoped to re-record the episode and republish it. However, due to unforeseen circumstances, we didn't have time to completely redo the whole thing. So in lieu of that, we wanted to pop in with a quick explanation so you're not completely confused after hearing the episode. In this one, you will hear us refer to the podcast as Voices of Reason, as this was the original name chosen. That was the name we wanted to go with. We loved it, had our logo made, ready to go. Then we published it and realized that people were having a hard time finding us. We had known that there were a couple of other podcasts with the same name, but apparently we did not realize how many. So it's very hard to let people know the name of your podcast and tell them to, go check it out, and then they look and they can't figure out which one is yours. So we went back to the drawing board and found a name that we feel like is even more suited to us. So from here on out, we have officially changed the name to Completely Off the Rails. And our new email will be cotrpodcast@gmail.com. So again, it's Completely Off the Rails. From episode 2 forward, you will hear that, but just wanted to drop in and let you know this in case you listened to it and had any confusion as to whether or not you were listening to the correct email, considering we called it a completely different name. Anyway, hope you enjoy the episode, and we will talk to you again soon.
Hey everybody, welcome to the first episode of Voices of Reason. My name is Jason. Day trade is what I do. I'm also a trained mediator. I just assist people on fixing any disputes, whether it's during their divorce or they're just pissed off at one another without getting lawyers involved.
And I'm Candace. I'm a therapist that specializes in marriage and family issues. Oh yeah, that's me.
Yeah, that's you.
Oh,
it's your
okay.
turn. It's your turn.
So because of our professions, we're constantly getting asked by family and friends for our opinions on their disagreements.
Yeah, and what we found is a lot of the disagreements are stupid, and they get tired of arguing over the same little petty things. So,
Y'all know why he's pausing? Because I wrote a script and he does not want to follow it. He wants to ad-lib, and then he's shitty at ad-libbing, and so he can't figure out where he's supposed to be on the somewhat scripted version I gave him.
So anyway, what we wanted to do, start a podcast where we can just, have people submit some things to us, and we're also going to talk about some things that our friends have already talked to us about, and just kind of talk about the issues, and then where we fall on it, and what we think they should do.
Yeah, and actually that was my line to read, so let me figure out where I'm at here. So pretty much each week we'll just take turns reading argument submissions and things that people send in and stuff that friends ask us about kind of on a regular basis and give our opinions. Sometimes we will agree and sometimes we might disagree.
Most of the time we'll disagree. Another couple of things that we need you to know. First, any critiques you have, feel free, but remember, constructive criticism would be great. If you say we suck, we get it. This is the first one. So just give us some stuff we can actually fix. And then also, where the hell am I?
Jesus. It'll probably take us a couple of episodes to get the feel of things, too.
Yeah. We're not doing this podcast as a mediator or as a therapist. This is just simply a husband and wife discussing, issues that all husbands and wives deal with. So remember that.
Absolutely. We want to be respectful of people's opinions, but you will surely hear us cuss, as you already have heard. We'll be smart asses, and I will have to occasionally, probably more than occasionally, remind him that he's being a dick, because that comes up often, and I hate for you not to tune in because he sucks, because I'm great. And the last thing I think that is probably good to know is we have 2 small dogs. One has to be glued to me at all times, and he snores, usually very loudly. So if you hear snoring in the background, I promise one of us did not fall asleep. It is our miniature schnauzer.
Yeah. She's his emotional support human.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So,
if that works for you, make sure to subscribe.
And if it doesn't work for you, subscribe and listen anyway. Because this is going to be great.
Yeah, 5 stars. At least somebody else will fucking get some entertainment out of it.
Yeah. With that being said, I guess we'll go ahead and jump into our first issue.
Okay, so I feel like the first one that we have chosen to go over is perfect because this is something that we recently had a fight about ourselves. Someone asked recently how we felt about, and I know this sounds silly, but toothpaste. So rolling it versus squeezing it out like a straight savage, which is ridiculous.
I don't squeeze it out.
But you do.
I'm not grabbing it like, I'm trying to fucking choke it to death.
What are you doing then?
I'm working from the bottom to the top. I just don't roll it in like I'm fucking rolling socks like you do.
That is helpful to get the toothpaste out. Like, I don't even understand why anybody wouldn't do that. So I feel like they are completely in the right in wanting their partner to roll it.
No.
It's ridiculous. Like, do you know what you're probably wasting in there? And it just looks savage. Like, just squeezing it like a barbarian. Like, what?
Yeah, because barbarians are really known for brushing their teeth.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. I will say, though, we did come up with a great solution to this.
Yeah,
so, yeah.
We're separating.
Right? So, for us, we found the easiest thing to be when you can't agree on something like that to find a way around it. So, now we do not share toothpaste any longer. I went out and bought my own toothpaste, which I continue to roll. And if he at any point tries to squeeze it like a savage, I will cut his fingers off. So far so good.
Okay, well, first of all, I believe the word savage has been used enough. They get it. They get it.
True story.
But I would like to go back a little ways, just a little bit if I could. You said the rolling is better than the squeezing because it saves money, but yet your solution to this is us buying 2 different kinds of toothpastes. So now we're spending double instead of losing like 15 cents.
No, because now we have 2 tubes, which obviously is going to last longer than 1. And your 1 is still going to have a shitty amount coming out because you're squeezing it and you're losing so much in there that had you rolled it, you would have had extra.
But it's not like you squeeze it and it's fucking just ruined forever.
It kind of is. Have you looked at it? I feel like if I flattened yours out and rolled it up, it would have so much more coming out of it.
Well, fuck.
It's such a waste.
You know what? That's a better idea than two tubes.
No, we're not doing that.
You are no. You are now in charge of the fucking toothpaste.
No, I don't do that because I don't even like the toothpaste you use. This was a great example of something that worked out well for us that we didn't even know might work out well because now I use a completely different brand of toothpaste that I like better.
So buy that and be the fucking toothpaste commander.
They ask a question and I feel like this got personal really quickly, but we did provide a solution to them. So I feel like we've done our job. Our solution is to get 2 separate toothpastes if you can't agree.
So, okay, all right. So I know we're supposed to be talking about other people's issues, but while I got you here, let's discuss the use of counter space in the bathroom.
I knew you were going to I knew the second I said toothpaste, you were going to start in on it.
Oh, well, I mean, come on, damn. So we've got double sinks, and we've got a counter that's pretty long in the bathroom, but every morning I have to take my arm and rake all her shit back over to her own side. Like some of it's in the sink by the time I'm done with it, because I got fucking curling iron in my sink, and all her other shit's everywhere.
Okay, first off, I call bullshit already because there's no way you're ever brushing my curling iron. I don't get up before you. I don't get up at the crack of dawn. So how is my stuff there?
Because you leave it out. You're fucking messy.
Oh,
that's why.
From the day before?
Yeah.
Okay, that tracks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So, if I could get, at least, I'm not even asking for counter space. I just want a fucking sink that I can use.
I don't get near your sink because it has hair in it because you don't know how to shave and then wash the sink out. You have tiny little bits of hair and then you do that half-assed job of telling me you cleaned it out because you know hair grosses me out. But it's not cleaned out. There's still bits of damn hair everywhere. It's gross. I'm not getting near that.
Then why is your shit so close to mine if you don't want to get near it?
I got more shit than you do. What do you have? You have like a toothbrush, one shitty roll of toothpaste that goes in the drawer, and your like beard trimmer thing. So what else is there?
Just respect my goddamn side of the sink. I mean, how about that? How about you just don't worry about what I need my side for and leave your shit off my side? I'll do what I want with my side.
Okay. I only move my curling iron over there because you know me, I'm clumsy, and I've burnt myself so many times on it. So after I curl my hair, I just try to push it out of my arm's reach so that I can then finish doing everything else I need to do without burning myself.
You're 5'2" and have T-Rex arms, so out of your reach is not that far.
It's just a little over the line of halfway, which
And
gets onto your side.
you also have an area on my side of the bed where you have all your makeup and a fucking blow dryer and more hair shit out there too. So it's like, how much, like, just build a fucking extension on the house for you to get ready?
This is okay. What he is describing is a small vanity. It is a small vanity. It is in our bedroom. It just happens to be on his side of the bed. It's not like I took over his side of the bedroom. That is just ridiculous.
I lost plugs.
You lost plugs for what?
For shit to plug in.
You got a fucking lamp that hasn't had a bulb in it for a week. So
Bullshit.
What do you even need the plug in there for?
Bullshit. No. We use that lamp every night. Okay.
Have you used it the last 3 nights? I know you fucking haven't because I've tried to turn it on and shit ain't working.
You know why it's not plugged in?
You're going to lie about a plug, are you?
No. It hasn't been plugged in because I took the cord to Charleston with us last weekend and I haven't plugged it back in. Because, you know, I got my iPhone charger over there.
So what I'm hearing is I took plugs that you can't even remember to fucking use. So you weren't even gonna, you didn't even remember to plug this shit back in, but you're bitching about I took your plugs.
Look, I gave up.
Do you see how ridiculous he is?
I gave up on the plugs.
It's ridiculous.
I gave up. And, I mean, what? Fucking get your lamp.
I don't have a lamp.
Oh, yeah, there's 2 reasons why she doesn't have a lamp.
It's so ridiculous.
The first one is I broke it, so she didn't know that, but that shit shattered.
You broke it? Oh, damn it.
Yeah, so.
That was a matching set.
That don't match anymore, I can tell you that. So even if we had it, I got an end table. She has a picnic table. My wife, who is a toddler, because if you go to her side of the bed and look at her picnic table, you will see the contents of, a diaper bag. You got gummies, and then you got Jell-O, fruit roll-ups, pretzels, which is a whole nother issue.
I like snacks at night, okay?
And then, do you know how many times I get woken up from where they're like munching on something?
I try to be really quiet, but it doesn't pan out sometimes.
You're not. You're never quiet.
Hey, sometimes I'm in stealth mode, though, because like that one night when you were snoring, I straight covered your face with a pillow and then rolled back over like I was asleep, and you could not even imagine the look of shock on your damn face. You had no idea what happened, and I just played it off like I was dead asleep.
You're confessing to a felony. The second...
He's alive, okay? No harm was done.
Stop deflecting. Okay? That's what you're doing.
Okay, don't use my therapy words on me, okay?
Yeah, we were on your picnic table. Do you really want to get on the subject of the snoring?
I am not quite sure that there's any proof that I snore that would hold up in court.
Okay,
so,
we'll get some.
Let's not.
We'll put it on this damn podcast. It'll be the last episode ever I listen to.
That's for damn sure.
2 tubes of toothpaste is what we're saying.
Yeah. So literally we've solved one problem.
Yeah.
But that's one less problem that people will have now.
We've created 19 for ourselves, but that one for you. It's all taken care of.
Do we want to do another one, or?
I feel like we just had a 45-minute conversation. What else do you want to talk about?
I feel like you've just opened up a can of worms on some shit I need to, settle with you right now.
Well, I mean, yeah. It's
I don't really think this is not supposed to be about us, but I feel like you're just like...
What better way for them to get to know us?
Pick a fight. The funny thing is, though, we have been married for July will be 14 years. So, clearly, we're not going anywhere. Which is kind of our motto. We stick by. If you're not going to divorce me over this, then shut up. I don't want to hear it. Yeah.
Because we're both on our second marriage. So, when you go into your first marriage, you got a list of things that you want. And, I want this from a spouse. I want this. I want that. Second marriage, you go into with the list is just like, look, this is the shit I'm not putting up with. And if we're good with that, we're good. So it's worked 14 years later.
Yeah. Yeah, I will suggest going into a second marriage with deal breakers. Like, know what your deal breakers are, be serious about them, and don't settle for less than that, because you've already had one marriage that clearly didn't work out. Why repeat the same mistakes, which I see people do time and time again.
And I love the fact that you said don't settle. Because, my favorite word, people don't have soulmates. Soulmates are bullshit, okay? You don't have a soulmate. There's not somebody out there that's made for you, okay? They're not soulmates, right? They're settlemates. That's what it is. You just find somebody that you can get along with, and you can fucking not die alone, and just get your settlemate and be happy with shit. Just be
Okay,
happy.
so you're telling me that I'm the person you have just so you won't die alone.
Yeah.
No love there, no emotion, just, I don't want to die alone. I guess I'll let her stay.
I mean, you're good in bed, too.
I don't feel like this is information they need, first of all.
Well, you asked me what this was about.
Oh, gosh.
I mean, I love you.
You really are starting to sound like episode 1, dick mode.
I'm being a dick. I'm being honest. I mean, how can we help people solve their problems if I'm not being honest?
Yeah, that's true. And, I think a lot of people are going to be shocked that know us, that listen to this, because they see so much of the professional side of us that they're probably wondering how we manage to filter our mouths from day to day.
Oh, no, that's you.
That's true. I do sound like a sailor.
I'm a day trader. So, I mean, the only thing I cuss at is stocks.
And you do, because I can hear you from 2 rooms away cussing at
that shit's stressful.
Evidently
right?
so.
I mean, damn. All you do is talk to people and listen to their problems. You just listen. That's all you do all day. You listen.
Whoa, let's not
you
even
You listen
go.
to people and ask them how they feel.
Oh, Lord, let's not even
I mean,
get on
she
that
does
road.
telehealth, but she still makes them lay down on couches.
That is so
You're
bullshit.
look, I need you to go lay down on your couch before you start talking to me.
I do not believe anything he says. But I do not talk like this in my sessions, obviously. I mean, I am laid back. I'm a more laid back therapist than a lot of people. I'm not super clinical because of the demographic I see. But I do think that people will probably be shocked when they listen to this and they hear how we interact. So.
Oh, yeah. This is legit. This is who we are.
Oh, yeah, this is every day. Okay, so next issue?
Sure.
Want to do another one?
Yeah.
Okay, so somebody sent in a submission. So we had a form. We have people sending in submissions. So some that we have so far are from friends and stuff, just kind of asking us questions, texting us, emailing us, whatever. And then we also have a form. And you can also email us. We'll give that information at the end to send in any arguments, fights, disputes, whatever that you want settled, because clearly we're great at this.
Yelling at us, telling we suck already. All that stuff.
This one was a submission. So this person, they did not want their name linked. They wanted to remain anonymous. I guess they want to make sure they don't piss their friend off if this doesn't go well. So she says her friend has been canceling on her a lot since she got married, and she's very angry about it. And they've been arguing a little bit, but she's not sure if she should push the issue because she doesn't want to be the jerk in the situation and lose a friend that she's been friends with for so long if she's not in the right. So, what's your take on this?
I'm a dude. My take is, if it's my friend, just tell your wife we're going to play golf, and we're going to play golf, and we'll be back later. I don't understand. Why is she canceling? She's not allowed to go? I think that's a fucking red flag.
Okay.
Right?
True story. That is very true. That is very true. If she's not going because her spouse is throwing a fit about her going or something, that's different. But I got the feel that they were saying more that they were hurt because their friend is not making an effort to hang out with them as much. I will say this. Okay, so just personal experience. Years ago, this is probably right after we got married. We've been married for a couple years. I started hanging out with someone while he was deployed. And we became really good friends. But at the time, we did not have kids. And she had a couple of kids. Three kids, I think. Great kids. She was amazing, creative, great mom, super great friend. But she seemed to have to cancel a lot, which I got kind of, more and more annoyed at. And then one night we were supposed to hang out at our house, and she was going to come over. We were going to have wine, watch Netflix, and just,
Not chill, though.
No, not chill. I don't even know if it was Netflix. Was Netflix even around then? I don't know when Netflix came out. Whatever. We were going to watch some kind of sappy movie and drink wine. So whatever. But after, she's like half an hour late, I start getting worried. So I call, and turns out she completely forgot that we even made the plans. So I immediately got my feelings hurt. And okay, so you guys don't know me, but when I get my feelings hurt, I tend to just get angry. Which a lot of emotions I have come out as anger.
All of them.
Yeah, so I got really angry, and I told her, screw it. Clearly, you just don't have time to be friends with anybody. Like, you're constantly having to cancel. You completely forgot that we even had anything to do tonight. So, to hell with it. Clearly, you don't have time to be friends. And I just quit being friends with her. And looking back on that now, I do feel very regretful that I handled it that way, because she was a great friend. I think that we all have to look at the phases we are in our life. And sometimes our phases don't add up, even though we're the same age. For some people, they're having kids in their 20s, and some people are having kids in their 40s. People get married later today. So, you may be married and you have a friend who's still single running the streets. So when you're in different phases, you have to understand that these people might have different responsibilities. So if your friend's spouse is not letting them go somewhere, again, like you said, complete red flag, because you don't let me do shit. Like, you're not my dad. We're not doing that. But I think you have to understand that your friend has different commitments now too.
But hold on. But what? Like, first of all, she's being all nice. That's not her. That's from her becoming a therapist. She's gotten soft over the years.
I told you I have regret over that.
I mean,
yeah, because
regret was not a word she knew. Revenge, that one, yeah. But like, so this chick gets married, and now she's canceled. Like, what changed? She got married, okay, and
well, again, I don't know, like, that she's canceling all the time. I think her thing is just that they spent, like, all their time together. And now she's gotten married and they bought this house. And since the wedding, they're not hanging out, like, every weekend. But, things change. I mean, you get married, like, you're setting up your house. You're getting used to that routine. And
no kids, right?
No kids yet. So I don't know. I mean, if she's canceling all the time, then maybe she doesn't have time to be friends right now. I would suggest handling it better than I did. Like, not being a total dick about it, because you'd ruin the friendship completely. Maybe she is entering a phase in her life where you are in two different places. And so she doesn't have as much time for you. And I think you have to figure out if that's okay with you and cut her some slack, because she's part of a package deal now that she's married. She kind of has not somebody to answer to, but, somebody that she kind of has to also work out plans with.
So, here's what you really do. Don't listen to that. Here's what you really do.
Oh my God, here we go.
So, the husband, he's got hobbies. And right now, he's not doing them because he's newly married. Give her 4 or 5 months. You'll have every weekend free. He'll be
That's
going to play golf or fish or whatever the hell people do. I mean, golf is mine, but I mean, I just go early enough. I get home before she wakes up, so that kind of works out for us. But wait her out. It's not going to be too long until he's ready for her to go out with her friends again.
Yeah, and also be honest about it. I mean, I think as women, we are competitive. And let's be honest, I mean, we're kind of just bitches, like, a lot of times. We get we really are to each other. It is so ridiculous. And it's so easy for us to just get mad at one another and hold these huge, horrible grudges over dumb shit that we could have just talked about in, like, 2 minutes. So, if you haven't said anything to her, I think the first step would be just letting her know that you notice that she's had to cancel a lot and it's starting to hurt your feelings, rather than yelling at her about, oh my God, you canceled on me again.
Yeah, and that will help your relationship with your boyfriend or your husband, because if you don't talk to your girlfriend about this, you're going to come home and want to talk to him about it. He don't give a fuck. And now he's got to sit there and pretend like he cares while he's watching the game over your head. But every time you look at him, he's got to come back to your eyes and make sure he's paying attention and shit. He don't give a fuck. Because guys are different. Like, guys be like, why are you being a douchebag? Just, what's up? Why are you canceling all the time?
Yeah,
well, we got this
true.
shit going on, and be like, well, quit being a puss and let's do this.
I feel like if you are talking like that with your BFF, though, and I know y'all don't call each other that, but I really hope that's not how those conversations go, because your best friend is my brother. Like, I feel like, I hope he's not like, that bitch ain't letting you out of the house. What's going on?
Oh, no.
I mean,
no. He doesn't say that. I do.
Okay, no. I know for a fact you're not saying no crazy shit like that. No. The sad thing is, if you did, my brother would be like, yeah, what's she doing now? Yeah. Instead of like taking up for me.
Well, I mean, there have been times where, he'll text me and be like, Candace gonna let you out of the house this weekend?
Mm-hmm. Like I really keep some kind of shackle around you.
No. I mean, you're pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, I've woken you up in the morning, hey, I'm going to play golf. And you're like, why the fuck are you waking me up?
Like, I don't give a shit, go.
Yeah, because my BFF is her brother. So if we divorce, that's the custody arrangement we're going to have to fight over, is who gets him in the divorce.
Mm-hmm.
So, but no, this is like, I don't know, you girls just need to talk to each other. You talk about everything else. Just act like you're gossiping about other bitches. just pretend like they're having a problem.
Well, you know what? That would work. Absolutely, that would work. Because think about it. We are passive aggressive. So you could passive aggressively go to your friend and be like, so I got this other friend.
Right.
And her bitch ass friend quit hanging out with her because she's spending so much time with her man. Can you believe that shit?
Yeah. And see what she says.
Yeah, that's probably not what you should do. But that straight up would be some shit we would do.
And it would be fun to watch.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Oh. Yeah, because you get pissed off when we tell you to be rational, but irrational is like, it's kind of what you guys are.
First of all, I don't know who you guys are, because I would not lump me into that shit, because I am not irrational, as you put it. I don't feel like that I interact with you like most females probably interact with their spouses.
I've gotten you pretty good.
No,
trained.
I'm not trained. You don't train shit. I cannot be trained. I cannot be held down. Like, no. I fly like a bird. I be gone. Just fly.
No, yeah, whatever. She's a huge feminist.
I am the least feminist person ever. Like, for real. I'm not. And which, there goes all our feminist viewers. Or,
nobody's watching us.
Yeah, what do you call them? Listeners.
Yeah. Nobody's watching us right now, which is probably a good thing for you.
That's for damn sure. Yeah. But yeah, so there probably goes all our feminist people. But I don't know. And again, this is probably going to get so many haters, especially for our first episode. I probably shouldn't say this.
No, well, hold on, wait. I love the fact that, it's our first episode, and you're like, there goes all of our feminist haters. Like, we've got 2 million subscribers.
Yeah, I guess
the first one.
I am pretty much putting the cart before. Is that how you say cart before the horse?
Oh, I'm not gonna fix anything you say wrong. Like, I'm gonna let everybody hear that crazy shit.
No, because I say sayings like wrong every now.
Every time, like
no, just every now.
Oh, that was a hit and a miss. No.
Swing and a miss. That's right. Yeah. Okay.
Cart before the horse.
Yeah. Cart before
What pulls the cart?
The horse.
Okay, so how are you going to get the cart anywhere if the cart is in front of the horse?
Okay, now you just confused me, so I'm just going to carry
it's
along.
Two things.
Okay,
horse
cart
in front of...
Okay. Stop it. I can't do this with you right now, okay? Anyway, yeah, but back to the feminist thing. No, definitely not a feminist. Because I feel like, it's not because I hate women, obviously, but it's because I feel like that we as women, every feminist is anti-feminist. Really. It's like, what are they trying to prove? Because the whole feminist movement, and then the same women want you to open doors for them and want you to pay for dinner when you go out. So it's kind of like they only want feminism when it suits them and not all the time. Like, they don't want to be equals. They want to be pampered and taken care of, but on the same playing field. But that doesn't really,
Like, guys get paid more because we pay for all your shit.
Okay, I wasn't going to go down that fucking road. I'm not opening
I'm
that
just totally
can of
kidding.
worms.
Everybody should get paid the same.
Yeah.
But you know what? You should also
Absolutely.
pay for him. But why don't you pay for dinner every now and then?
Yeah,
but,
right.
But you're
Yeah.
right. The whole thing is you can't just pick with the good parts.
Yeah, I don't feel like you get to pick and choose. Because, I'm just saying, if I were a guy and a girl got at my face and hit me, I would hit her back. Like, I would stone cold punch her right in her throat.
Yeah, you can't do that.
I would, yeah, right? And that's not fair.
Yeah.
Because I feel like some of these women will, get up in their faces just barking like a little chihuahua. And they know they can because what are they going to do? They can't hit them. They can't do anything. But they want to be equal.
We are way off the rails.
We really are. We really are.
So,
okay.
Wait her out. That's what we're saying.
Yes.
That's what we're going back to. Just wait her out. He's going to get tired of her hanging out every weekend. He probably already is, to be honest. He's just, trying to give it a good amount of time. And then you'll have your friend back. Don't worry.
Sounds good. Oh, okay. So here's one. And this, while we're already, fighting about everything in our first episode so that everybody can hear our life story, might as well pick another one here that seems to be an issue for us. So this was from a male who said that he is so sick of his wife being late for things. Like, she does not have the ability to be on time. And he is so pissed about it, and they constantly fight about it, but she does not feel like he should be angry. So, where do you stand on this one? I know where you stand, but they don't know where you stand.
This is simple. It took me a while to figure out what to do with you. You can't be on time for anything.
No,
I do not have the ability.
I don't have the ability. It's ridiculous.
You're not an adult when it comes to that.
Oh.
I didn't tell you to be an adult. Calm down. Calm down.
Slow that down.
But just lie to her. Don't tell her what time shit really is. You gotta lie to her. And then she starts figuring out that you're lying to her. So then she's late for the lie. So now, every now and then, you gotta back that shit up like 10 more minutes. Because it was, yesterday. Yeah, it was yesterday. I was like, hey, babe, we need to leave at 5 o'clock. And you were like, okay, cool. And I really needed to leave at like 5:20. And at 5:35, we walked out of the house.
I didn't know 5 o'clock was like a hard 5.
Well, I said we need to leave at... I didn't say we need to leave around.
I didn't know it was like a set thing.
No.
That's my bad.
No, you just gotta lie. If the thing's at 7, you gotta know your girl too. You gotta know how late is late. It's do you need to lie 30 minutes? Or do you need to lie 15? I'm going to guess if you're this pissed off about it, it's in the 30 to 45 minute range.
You know, another thing too, though, is figuring out why she's running late. Because, I say that because, no, listen, hear me out. Okay, so for me, it's ADHD. Time management is such a struggle for me, which is crazy because I help people every single day in therapy with time management and stuff.
Those who can't teach.
I do try the same exact things that I tell them to do, and I work at it, but for some reason my mind just cannot get better with time management. It is ridiculous. I think it's because I get so anxious about having extra time that I feel like I'm not getting something done, and so I add some shit to my routine, and then I'm still late.
Yeah, I would love to know how many people get anxious because they're too on time for things.
Whatever, but that's me, okay? So, it's not intentional. And I think that a lot of people get very angry because everybody's heard the whole adage of, well, if you're late, then you feel like your time's more important than mine. And I get where people would think that, but that's not where everybody's coming from. I don't think my time's more important than yours. I'm not just F him, I'm going to be late because I don't give a shit if he wants to leave on time. I do have the best of intentions every single time. That shit just don't pan out.
And you were late every single time.
But here's the thing. There are going to be certain things in a relationship that after a while, you're going to have to figure out, is this a hard line for you? Is this a deal breaker? Or is this something that you can work on? Because some things are who the person is. And you can bitch and moan about it, or you can find a way to work with it, like toothpaste. So, other things that he does for me, which I do notice, I really do, is I will notice that we both know when I say, okay, I'm ready to go, there's still like 10 more things I need to do.
I got to pack her diaper bag.
Okay, so shut up. So I do notice that he will get my sunglasses for me. He will get the car keys. He will have my drink ready. He'll grab my purse, jacket, and ask, is there anything else I need? I've already left the light on for the dogs. The dogs have been fed, da-da-da-da, so and so and so. And, in a perfect world, I'm sure you're thinking, well, I shouldn't have to do that stuff for her. But we don't live in a perfect world. And the grass ain't greener on the other side. So if you get in another relationship, she may be on time, but she may also be a complete bitch. So, work with what you're working with.
Just lie to her.
Yeah.
I mean that'll solve pretty much any issue you're having. Just lie to your wife.
Okay, no,
lie
that
to
is
your girlfriend.
not.
Just
we
lie.
are not
just lie. Where were you? I was at work late.
No, see,
no. Just you gotta lie about what time, and then you have to slowly over time start, passively aggressively letting her know that she's real close to missing the time by, like what I do is I'll walk in and walk into the bedroom and just come over and kiss her on her head, just tell her I love her. And that's my way of saying, hurry the fuck up, because we're almost at the time that I had to lie to you about. So let's go. Or, hey, I got the car started, so it'll be nice and warm for you when you get in there.
Oh, I know.
Get in there?
Yeah,
That'd be great if we could get in there.
I get it. I know.
Yeah. But that comes over time, because if you do it immediately, she'll just be late on purpose.
But just think about it. Okay, it's annoying for you that she runs late, and I totally get that. If I didn't run late, it'd probably piss me off if other people did. Like, I get it. I know that I annoy the shit out of him running late. I get it, but it is something. It's one of the things. Like, I'm sure it's not the only flaw I have, and it's one that I really, really have worked on. And apparently, this shit is who I am. It is what it is.
But the greatest part is if we're supposed to be somewhere and we're meeting people and they're late, oh hell no. They are not allowed to be late. She will get so pissed off on them for being late.
Oh my gosh, shut up. It depends on what for.
Whatever.
I'm not late for business stuff. So if people are late for business stuff, I'm like, where the fuck are they at? Like,
you work from home.
You know what I mean?
Like,
yeah, but I do all kinds of other stuff. Like when I have to be out for stuff, I'm on time.
Ish.
Shut up. Okay. Anyway, you completely made me forget what I was saying. I had a whole point.
There was no point.
There was a point.
The point is...
Oh, the point I was going to make is that even though they have this flaw, you have to think about it in terms of what is going to, like you always say, pain management. What's going to cause me less pain? To continue to fight about this and cause more and more and more problems in our marriage, because the more you fight about something, the more resentment that builds, which then leads to you getting pissed about other things, which leads to more fights, and it snowballs from there. So even though you don't want to have to do these things and you feel like it takes a little extra to have to lie to her or help her get her stuff together to leave, isn't that easier than all this other? I mean, it's less pain. You may have to explain your pain management thing to them, but...
No, yeah. Pain management is like what's going to be more painful. Not physically, but like, if I do this, what kind of bullshit am I going to have to deal with? Is it better just to deal with her whatever now, or complain about it and deal with that later? So, I mean, it's like, what's worse? Which one's worse? Which one's worse? I just get everything ready and then sit down and watch TV. Look through YouTube, because I know I'm going to be there a while. But I'm not going to be there long enough to actually watch an entire show, so I don't want to get invested. So I just look through YouTube and look at stupid shit. Look up people getting hit by cars. Some of that shit's hilarious. They just walk right out in front of people. Shoes always come off.
They do. I don't know how.
Oh, no matter.
Those are like boots, and I'm like, that shit's tied tight.
Right?
Like, I can't even get those fuckers off sometimes. How did they get knocked out? Okay, we are really veering off course now.
But, yeah, so YouTube. Just watch YouTube, because, I mean, she's going to be late.
Yeah. So we got your late. We got your friend canceling with the marriage thing. And Toothpaste, look at us. We are rocking all kinds of problems tonight. We have just knocked them out of the park. That is how you say that, right? Is that how you say it? Just fucking tell me. Is that how you say? That's how you say it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys will learn. I have a tendency to accidentally, just every now and then,
all the time,
mess up sayings. So.
Oh, and you might notice that there's a slight or heavy accent.
I know why. Why?
That
I know why you gotta go there.
That my wife has. Growing up in Alabama, I grew up in Florida, so I speak proper. And if you guys want to play a drinking game and get really hammered, every time she doesn't use a G at the end of her word, take a shot. You'll be drunk before, the first minute?
That's so rude.
It's true.
I'm going to get so better.
So better?
Much,
you're off. You're so just off to such a great start.
So much better at enunciating just because you were getting on my nerves about this. I learn words real good, okay? Real good.
I didn't know you could speak more Southern.
Real good.
You just did.
I don't hear my accent. Like, I don't hear it.
Well, you can listen back on this podcast.
I listen back, and I feel like I sound normal. Maybe you have an accent. Maybe this is normal. Maybe this right here is what it's all supposed to be, and all the rest of you fuckers are just talking crazy. You don't know.
Did you hear that? Talking.
Shut up. Okay, I'm done with this. Okay, this is enough for tonight. This is enough. I can't take any more with you. Anyway, go subscribe. Let us know reviews, how you think we're doing first time again. Again, constructive criticism. We know we are not experts at this, and I always read reviews where people are just doing all this bitching, but they have nothing constructive to say. If you think one of us is saying something too much, let us know. If we're being too loud, let us know. Like, whatever it is, but we can't fix it if we don't know what the hell it is. So, be constructive.
If you don't like it, don't rate us. If you like it, it's always 5 stars.
Yeah, I mean, don't just give us like 1 star. Like, just stop fucking listening.
Yeah,
you
just
know,
do that.
Just move along.
Yeah.
It's okay. There's plenty other people that are going to be entertaining to you. There is no need in fucking up my podcast. Like, just just be like, they're not for me.
We'll get off the gate. We'll just have negative stars.
Yeah, right.
Starting off.
Anyway, so all right, you guys have a good night, and we will talk to you again in a week.